Learn my signature long layered haircut, creating effortless lived-in texture. We start by mapping out the haircut. This haircut can be cut with scissors, wet or dry. Today I'm using a feather razor. To show you how quick and effective this tool is. I love using the razor when I'm wanting to create soft, effortless texture fast. We start the haircut in the fringe zone, taking a small section of hair from both sides of our curtain bangs. I direct my client's head up using the tip of the nose as my guide. I use the flat of my blade to place my guide. I have chosen this length as it will fall on the top of her cheek, creating enough weight to keep the bangs out of her eyes. We now direct the remainder of the fringe straight out from the head shape. It's important to comb through thoroughly using very firm tension. Tension is essential when cutting with the razor. Using the tip of my razor and the guide to cut the first curtain bang in one section. To refine and reduce weight, I use the tip of my razor to gently remove bulk. We now repeat the same process on the opposite side. When cutting with the razor, your tension needs to be much firmer, so you will need to make allowances for the hair's texture to bounce up. This can dramatically change your desired length in wavy and curly hair textures. Dry cutting will always give you more control over this. It's important to continue to check your balance throughout cutting your shape, not just the length, but the weight and density. In the side zones, we take diagonal back sections, over directing this zone forward and elevating up to the length in the fringe. We now connect the fringe into the face framing and side zone in one section. This is called forward graduation. We continue to refine our shape, removing weight and bulk, section by section, working throughout our haircut. We continue with diagonal back sections, over directing forward until we finish this side zone. You will notice my body position remains stationary when cutting. Directing every section back to the same place, my elevation controls how soft or heavy I want my outline. Lower will be heavier, higher will be softer. It's just as important for your guest to maintain their head position to guarantee a perfectly balanced haircut shape. We now repeat the same process on the opposite side. On this side, I'll be using the heel or the lower part of my razor to remove the weight. In the back zone, I use the length from the crown zone and continue to increase my layer, connecting the front into the back, increasing maximum length in the back of the haircut. taking larger sections than I normally would with scissor cuts, making sure my elevation is on base and my tension is really firm. I am able to remove the length with my feather razor, creating super soft, textured long layers. I complete this zone in 4 sections. You would think this is lazy, or you could think it's working smart. The great thing about razor cutting is that it can be much faster. A top tip when cutting long layers or elevating hair when using a razor is to use really firm tension and to cut the opposite way, cutting away from your body. This helps to maintain maximum tension and to be able to cut your line. You'll notice the hair from the occipital bone down is being left out. That's so you can remain the length in the line. When finishing the zone, as an option, you can cut a 1 length line to reduce length, or in some cases you can just leave it. We now refine the back zone, taking diagonal back sections, continuing the same method of weight and bulk removal. This will help to create more volume and movement in the shape. And let me know in the comments below if you use a razor or if you are thinking you would like to learn how. We now take a half diamond shape over the crown, cutting a reverse layer, working from shorter to longer. This will help to create maximum volume in the crown zone. This step and the refining process will ensure longevity of the haircut shape. Most of my clients who enjoy this style of haircutting can go anywhere from 3 to 6 and even 12 months before needing their next cut. I hand styled this shape using the diffuser to enhance her natural texture and movement. Check the card above for a detailed tutorial dedicated to hand styling this haircut. This is a beautiful, effortless, lived-in shag hairstyle cut with a feather razor. If you liked this tutorial or learnt something new, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. And if you love this tutorial, you should definitely watch this one next. Thanks again for watching.